Welcome to the Curt and Jen in the Morning podcast. Curt is still in Florida taking care of business and visiting family, and I have guest host, my friend, my Aussie friend, Ken Grant with me. I'm super excited to have you on the show, Ken.
Good morning.
We've got a great show happening. First of all, I can't believe it's already November. In fact, we're sitting at November 3rd already. Are you feeling refreshed since we had an extra hour added to our day yesterday?
Nope, this whole thing throws the heck out of me. I swear to God, it's so early and then the sun's up and then it goes down around 2. It's just like, I don't understand it. And then I know there's people in other parts of the world. I need to be a sun seeker. You know how Aussies go up to Whistler in winter and then they go back to Australia in winter and they just follow. No, I'd be the exact opposite. I'd grab my balls.
You're snowbirding.
Oh, snowbird. Now I sound like I'm about 95 years old, but God bless 95-year-olds. Yes, I have to be that person because it's too much for me.
This is killing me. Yeah.
I had a tan until Saturday. Now look at me.
I don't like the darkness. I like the light. Okay, Ken, tell us about yourself. Tell people who you are, what you do, why you're here.
What? Wow, that's an existential question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm originally from Perth, Western Australia, many years ago. Moved here to the States many years ago. Somehow kept some of my accent, thank goodness. I have been many things to a lot of people. I was an ex-concert pianist, a violinist, a composer. Oh my God, I was a marketing guy for a lot of years. And then 1 year and 2 days ago, I became a real estate broker for Windermere.
Congratulations on your 1 year.
Yeah. So I have to say one of the best jobs, it's too early to say, but certainly one of the best jobs I've ever had. It is remarkably difficult. That's an understatement. It is not the easiest job I've ever had, that's for sure, but it is it checks a lot of boxes, and it's been really fun. It's been interesting.
I have two things to say. Number one, the amount of jobs that Ken Grant has had.
Just
any job. You showed, we were meeting one day and you showed me a list on your phone because you've kept track of them. You like wrote them all down, and you had to keep scrolling up and scrolling up and scrolling up. And it's an impressive list of the things that you've done in your life. Like you have a life well lived, my friend. And I envy you for that. Like just all the things that you are capable of, and you do them all, I believe, pretty well. So that's the first thing.
You're very kind. I don't know if I've done them all well, but I am certainly I don't know. It's a cross between having ADHD, being wicked creative. I don't like being shoved in the corner, and I've literally been in two jobs. I was literally shoved in the corner. I'm like, you know what? You probably can't swear on this podcast, but I was like, I'm out of here. Yeah, I don't like to be controlled like that.
Yeah.
Right. There's something about it. I don't know. So yes, you know what? A lot of it is, I'll tell you this right now. A lot of it is you have to live the life to your max, because if you wait, there may not be that chance to do it, right? You don't know what.
If you wait, it gets to be too late. That's what it is.
Yeah, you don't know what tomorrow's. You get hit by a bus, right? I do like the fact that it also. I hope it inspires my children, right? And I hope it inspires those around me to go, you know what? I'm gonna follow that dream. I'm gonna go try that thing, right?
Yeah.
I think that is. I hope that's really important because
Go ahead.
What?
I was just going to say, you even have a TED Talk.
I do have a TED. What was funny, what's really funny about that is I was a public speaker for a long time, and I didn't really love it. I'd get kind of nervous, and then I'd get off track, and then a squirrel would run by, and then I'd follow the squirrel, and I was like, people are like, okay, what are we listening to? And so I retired doing that, and about a month later, I was given the chance to do a TEDx talk. I was like, wow, that is odd timing, but. That was terrifying. If you've ever watched TED Talks, there's that little red carpet, and I'm a roamer. I wanted to roam through the audience, and that was the hardest thing. It was not doing the TEDx talk. It was not the fact that I had a piano, and that was the first time Ted had ever seen a piano on stage. It was the fact that this little round carpet is so restrictive, and that I had to practice for.
You had to stand still is what you had to do.
That was great. I'm not kidding. That was like so hard to do. It's like, and then if you watch them, if you're listening to this and you're big fans of Ted, watch the red carpet, because it is rug.
Well, wait, hold on. How can people see your TED Talk if they wanted to just, if they're curious?
Oh, it's trending. You'll catch it.
What do you have to look up? Ken Grant TED Talk?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Ken Grant TED Talk. Okay, the other thing I wanted to say that I found very fascinating that has actually I keep thinking about because things keep popping in my head is you told me the average person knows how many real estate agents?
12.
12. And I'm like, no way, Ken, no way. And so I
start adding them up.
And then during the breakfast we were having, I'm like, oh, wait, I know one more. And you're like, see, I told you, but I didn't get to 12. But since that breakfast, as I've been living my life, I'm like, oh yeah, that person's a real estate agent too. Oh my God, I forgot that person's a real estate agent too. I probably have at least 12.
Yeah, and then you should ask yourself how many of those are good and how many of those are full-time. It's an interesting part-time job. I don't do it part-time. I can't do it part-time. I have to just be all in on this because it's so consuming, as people probably, and that's always the joke. That's always the guest looking into this industry. It is seriously all consuming, which I'm fine with, right? I can find balance doing other things, which I think we're coming up to talk about the weekend because something crazy happened to me. But yeah, I mean, it's important that I figured this out really fast. The good thing for me is I'm not 25, right? So I'm not going to lose my mind about it. I can try and find those, try and find that balance, but it is a crazy, and this is not even the greatest market up here, right? Around Seattle. It's not the easiest market. But yeah,
you specialize in the Edmonds area. That's one of my favorite cities in this state by far.
Yeah, anybody that knows this region, yeah, Edmonds is. We moved into Edmonds when it was. Well, I'll put it this way: our kids were like 1 and 3. There were no kids in Edmonds, and Edmonds, the nickname was Deadmonds.
Well, it was just known as an older community. Yeah, it's an Edmonds kind of day is the city slogan. Anyway, it's a great city. It's on the water. I mean, it's beautiful. If you've never been, you should try it. Get a real estate agent. Ken is your man. All right. So here we go. Things that are coming up in the show. We haven't even kicked off our show yet. We're 10 minutes in practically. All right. We're going to talk about daylight saving time. Do you love it or hate it? You said you have something crazy that happened this week, and I had a couple crazy things that have happened this week, and we'll talk about that. Sure you do. Sunroofs have this certain thing, and I had no idea they had that even existed. Songs that you want out of existence. We asked this. This was our question of the day on Friday, and then I put it on my Facebook page. It is probably one of the most responded to questions of the day. I can't even believe the list of songs that people really hate. We have 6 steps, a 6-step morning routine that a happiness expert put together that we're going to share with you that will lead you to a happier life. And then Ken, you told me that you want to talk about your pet peeves in real estate. So we're going to hear from you on those. So Here we go.
Let's go.
All right. I wanted to start with this because it's National Sandwich Day. And I wanted to know, I just want people to think about what's your absolute favorite kind of sandwich. And Ken, I want to get your answer first.
Is it
a Vegemite sandwich?
Yeah, you need that music queued up, but you probably can't afford the royalties.
I cannot.
Can I say ding, 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 the Australian national anthem? It is not, oddly enough, a Vegemite sandwich, although I do eat them. I mean, you don't have a choice but to eat them. You're raised with them. This is so funny. I would still do this today because I'm basically a man child. When I was a kid, my favorite sandwich was white bread, butter, peanut butter, cheese, and raisins.
Wait, what do you even call that?
Childhood on a sandwich? I don't know. Isn't that funny? Bread, butter, peanut butter, cheddar cheese, and raisins.
Do your kids eat that sandwich?
I'm pretty sure I've not even shared that.
Ken Grant. Okay, I want you to have them try it, and I want to know what they think about it.
And then a follow-up.
Oh
What's
my
your
God.
favorite for good? What's
Well,
yours all about?
if I'm being silly and funny about it, it's an ice cream sandwich.
Oh,
I love me an ice cream sandwich. That's probably
mm,
one of my favorite ice cream
mm.
novelty treats.
Yes.
As long as it's a good one, like I really like, I think it's Carnation makes a real good one. But if I'm being real, like, you know, a standard sandwich, I'd have to say grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese.
I love grilled cheese sandwiches. Yeah.
Dip it in the tomato soup.
Oh yeah, dip it. Yes, in the tomato soup.
Tomato.
Yes.
You know, it'd be really good with that. Oh my God, I just thought of this. You're gonna gross out. I just thought of this. A grilled cheese sandwich with Vegemite on the top.
I mean, I've tasted Vegemite and it's real gross. I'm
Okay.
yucking your yum. I'm moving on. Cue music. Okay. Ken, what happened this weekend? Tell me about your weekend.
Are you sure you don't want to go first? Because I'm fascinated by your little teaser.
Okay, I'll go first.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first thing is I had a fun Halloween. I went to a friend's house and put together a jigsaw puzzle, 1,000-piece Halloween jigsaw puzzle. Woo, so exciting.
Wow.
Saturday, I got to go to this amazing dinner party. There was 10 of us. They hired a bartender. We had steak and lobster. I mean, it was just like this epic. I mean, seriously, I felt so spoiled. It was freaking everything was freaking delicious. I actually went to the grocery store yesterday because we had something that was so yummy that I'd never had before. And that is, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see this. It's a squash. This is a squash only, and I've had squash before, but I've never had carnival squash.
Carnival squash.
Have you had carnival squash before, Ken?
I never even heard of a carnival. I do like it. Makes me feel like I'm at the carnival.
Okay, well, here's the thing. You just cut this thing in half. You cook it up so that the insides are up after you scrape it all out. You cook it in the oven. I think he said either 425 or 450 for 20 minutes. Then you add like a 1/4-inch slab of butter in the middle of it and then cook it for you're supposed to cook it for 45 minutes total. I am telling you what, this squash is so freaking delicious with just cooking it with some butter in it. I highly recommend you try it. It's only available for like a month out of the year. You can get it at your local grocery store, at your farmer's market. I highly recommend that you try it.
What was your best wine pairing with that?
Well, I had cocktails. I mean, I did have wine. I had Lance Cellar's Syrah. It was delicious. Of course, they make great wine. I got we played a game when we were there. I'm trying to think of all the things because I really have a lot to share about my weekend. We played this game called Blank Space, which is a very fun party game. Have you played it before? Have you heard of it?
No, but a lot of people say that's the area between my ears. But go on.
Okay. So basically you have this little card that you don't show anybody and you write your answer and you're given this card. Somebody reads out loud, like it's either a word with a blank after it or a blank with a word after it. So the word that we had was blank spot. So you're supposed to fill in one word to go with spot. So blank spot.
Hot spot.
Hot spot? Okay, well, everybody around the table had the same answer except for me. Now mind you, we've been drinking. So everybody else had G-spot.
How did I not think of G-spot?
I had
what was yours?
Wet spot.
Those are the same. They can go together. As a matter of fact, those are the same. Wet spot. Oh my God. So that makes me the boring one in the room. Oh yeah. Hot spot. Yeah, can I get some Wi-Fi, please? Are you serious? G-spot and wet spot.
Yeah, so I got 0 points. Everybody else got 1 point because the goal is to match with at least one person. And if you only match with one person, you get 3 points. If you match with more than one person, in this case, it was 9 answers to the one. Everybody got 1 point. Anyway, it's a fun game if you've never played it, but I thought that was very funny. And then yesterday, I was driving up with Pat, my boyfriend Pat, to Cedro Woolley. And, I have been looking for a car for over a year because I have a 2011 Honda Party Pilot.
Party Pilot.
Party Pilot, and it has almost 300,000 miles on it. So it's been time for a new car. And so we went to Honda of Burlington because Pat's like, let's just stop and test drive something. Do they have anything that you might like? And I've been looking at used Party Pilots because I really love the one that I had. Lots of room, all that. So we get there, we look at this used Honda Pilot, and the manager guy comes out and he's like, I'm going to tell you what, are you really seriously considering a pilot? I said, yeah, I'm considering a pilot. I mean, yeah, I think so. I don't know that I'm ready to buy right now. And Pat's looking at me like, listen, sister, you've been doing this for a year. Let's talk some business. He said, I have so many 2025 pilots on my lot, and I'm getting 2026s in a matter of days or maybe in the next week. And so I need to get rid of them. I will give you a great deal, and I bet you I can get you in this for cheaper than this used one. Mind you, it was a 2024 used one. I'm like, okay. So I bought a 2025 Honda Pilot.
What?
Yes.
You got one?
I got one.
Party Pilot 2.
Party Pilot Plus.
Oh my God.
It is loaded.
Nice?
Like, I feel so spoiled. It has heated steering wheel. I mean, I'm freaking out, right? Because the last thing I need is another monthly payment of something. But you know what? It was a great, for the most part, it was a great experience. I hate going to car dealerships. I just don't typically like that experience, but they made it bearable. So anyway, there you have it.
There's a good plug with them. That's good. Yeah. And you know what? They haven't really made that industry the most user-friendly, have they? But when you find it, you like get so excited, like, oh my God, this person did not beat me down. It only took 15 minutes versus 3 hours. And
no, it took a long time. It did take a long time.
Oh, it did? I told the last guy I bought a car from, I'm like, I've got 60 minutes, make it work.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
What did you buy?
You've seen my truck. We're not talking about
that. That's right. Your truck. Your tricked out truck. Okay. What happened to you this weekend? Tell me about your weekend.
The Lux truck. Let me think. Oh, so the highlight, I'll just get straight to the highlight. So I sold a house to
congratulations.
A gal who, that wasn't really the story, but okay. Her dream was to have a house. If you know this area, if you know like north, it's funny that you were talking about north of Seattle, and I'm not going to talk about north of Seattle. If you know north of Seattle, towards Stanwood.
Oh yeah.
There are 7 lakes up there. The most famous and big one, the large one that everybody probably knows, is Goodwin.
Oh yeah, Goodwin. I used to camp there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So there's 7 lakes in that little string of lakes, and there's one towards the sound called Lake Martha. It's not the one that everybody thinks. It's a little lake called Lake Martha.
Okay, so not Martha Lake in Mill Creek area.
Why I said it on purpose. God's little thing probably has, I don't know, maybe 50 houses on it. This gal had always wanted a house on the lake. Always wanted a house. That was her dream. This goes back to the beginning of this conversation, right? Like, I wouldn't wait for your dream. I would just go try and find your dream. If you can do it, make it happen, right? Okay, so we found her a house. We only looked at one house. One. People spend months looking, which I refuse to do because that means I'm not listening to you, but that's another story. We found one house and we both like, okay, what the heck? And so, we made that deal, came down, done. So my wife and I went up there just to say good day because my daughter was doing a sporting event, like, I don't know, 7 miles away. So she's like, come by, see the new house, all the furniture's in, fantastic. She just did it. She just moved last month.
Okay.
Get up there, thing faces west. Now, if you know this area, over the weekend or the last couple of weekends, there has been torrential rain and so much wind. It's been knocking over trees and all sorts of stuff, right? So we go to the sports team, we go to the cross country meet, and it is torrential. It is just like kids are slipping off of things, and it's just like a circus. It's just like, what the heck? And we're like, okay, so this is going to be fun going to a lake house. So we go to the lake house. In the time, the 7 miles, it takes us, maybe less, it takes us to get to the lake house. The weather has changed completely. It is now blue sky. We're all freaking out. The sunlight is hitting the water. The ripples, it's showing these ripples across the ceiling of the house. We're all like, what the heck? Well, the house comes with a, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
The house, not only is it stunning, and not only Oh, this is so dumb. I'm just have to say this. Not only was it just like 1.2 million dollars, which if you know this region is like, wait, how much? That's
Right.
not very much money. But it also comes with a boathouse, and it comes with a dock, and it also comes with a boat. I've never written up a house that comes with a boat.
No way. What kind of
Right.
boat?
Like a little pontoon boat, like there's large pontoons and there's little pontoons, and the little pontoons are like all the same size. Has a electric motor, so you grab a car battery that's been charged, you walk it down there. This thing weighed about as much as the house, and so we're sitting around and we're looking at the gorgeous and the sun and the ripples and the thing. And I was like, "Have you taken the boat out?" Owner's like, "No." My wife's like, "Shut up." And I'm like, and she looks at me,
No
you want to
way.
do it?
Yeah.
So it's now like this perfect little autumn day in the Northwest, and you're like, let's go on a boat cruise. So take this, heavier than sin battery down there, plug it in. It's like positive, negative, turn it, boom, and we're already on the water. It took like 2 minutes. It was like maybe a minute. It was so dumb. And then we just cruised around. Little 5 horsepower. And we went up, around, and then back. And I was like, okay, it's November.
And you went on
It's sunnier than anything. It was 57 degrees. We're like, okay, what's happening here? And we're on a lake in the Northwest on a boat. I'm like,
and that's why you have a house on the lake.
That's why you have a house on the lake. That's exactly why you have a house on the lake, because you can do that.
Yeah, when it's sunny, you go out on the water.
It was when I first went to this house. I mean, you know how crazy I can get. When I first went to this house with her, I went down to the dock. I laid down. I'd never been that relaxed. I felt my backbone pulling apart. It was so stinking relaxed. Just thinking about it makes me relax.
You need to get a house on the water. Do you have a house on the water in Edmonds?
No, we used to look at the water, but the trees grew up, so a lot of copper nails coming out.
I love so much that you were on the water this weekend, Ken. Nice job.
Isn't that funny?
All right, we're talking World Series. Ken, I know you don't love sports, but are you going to tell me about the World Series?
Am I going to?
Really? I had to look it up because I didn't care too much about it because I didn't even care who won. The Mariners weren't in it, but I know the world is watching.
Are they though?
I mean, I think so.
It's American baseball. Does the world really care about American baseball?
Do they? I don't know. It's called the World Series. We're going to get into that, but just for now, the Dodgers beat the Blue Jays to win the World Series. It all came down to Game 7 on Saturday night in Toronto. In the 9th inning, it was tied. The Dodgers called in a relief pitcher, Yamamoto, who had pitched 6 innings the day before and had never pitched on consecutive days as a professional. He proceeded to throw a perfect defensive inning in the 10th, and that helped clinch, I should say, the final outs in the 11th inning to get them a victory. 5-4 was the score of the game.
The score of the game or the score of the season? Was that the score of the game?
I think it might, because it was the best of 7. So they won 4-3, but the game score is 5-4.
Oh, you know why people don't dial into this show? Because they're not looking for a sports show.
I know it. I'm just letting people know.
That. What are they talking about?
World Series MVP. There you go. But tell me, you said you're like, I don't understand why we have baseball in November. And why is it called the World Series and all the things?
Oh, don't get me started, but too late. You got me started. So this is really interesting, right? Listen, all the years that I've lived here, I still have never really completely 100% bought into all the sports. I'm not a massive sports fan. I don't lose my mind. I like college football. My brother in Australia knows more about football rules than I do. But I know this is like most people's most favorite part of the year, because what is there? There's baseball, there's football, there's soccer, there's ice hockey, there's college football. But the thing that I was telling you the other day, I was like, why in the world are we still playing?
Did you say basketball?
Is basketball playing right now?
Did you say? Yes.
Is it?
That's why people love it. It's like all the big sports: baseball, football, basketball, soccer, hockey. Like it's all, you got it all.
It's crazy. But what I don't understand is this is a summer game. Why are we playing it on the first of November? I don't know. We're halfway through the football. It conflicts with me because I feel like it just should be in summer. That's one thing. The World Series.
Yeah.
Let me go on about that. Let me just go crazy about the World. I never understood that as an outsider. Like, really, it's the World Series. Back to Jen, what you just said, like, is the world really watching? I should look up some numbers because that would be interesting to see. I know it's not as big as like the Super Bowl, because I know that that is watched globally. But did you know why it's called the World Series?
No, I don't. I mean, the Toronto was in it, so it's international team.
Yes, because that's so far away. No, back in 1903, because I'm a stats guy. 1903. They were putting this American and natural the teams together, and they're like, "Oh, we should call it the World Series because this is just gonna like take over the world." But the other rumor is that it was also backed by the guy that owned the newspaper, the New York World.
Yeah.
And that really is more of the wives' tale as to how it got that, because he basically sponsored it. So it was the World, as in that magazine's series of baseball. There you go. That's about as much as
fact, or that's fact. Is that fact, or that's just rumor?
No, no. That's true. 1903.
Okay. Enough.
I mean, you and I weren't there.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I said you and I weren't there, but that's what I read, and it was on the internet, so it's true.
Oh, geez. Check your facts, Jack. All right. Daylight saving time. Do you love it or hate it? I think you said you do not like it. You hate it. I hate it. It's over, at least for now. I had to change back some clocks. Because not all of mine flip over automatically. I had to change my.
How many clocks did you have to change?
My oven clock, my microwave clock, my car clock. I had to change 3. Did you have to change 0 clocks?
No, I have like 20. It takes me about half an hour to do our house because our house on the outside's all lit. So I've got all these timers. I've got timers on the inside. I've got up lights. I'm obsessed with lighting, like really obsessed. And it really takes me so long. Then I've got 3 cars. Did your new car not come with a new time? Did they not do that for you?
I got my car after daylight saving time happened. So I didn't look. I didn't even pay attention to that. That was the least of my worries. I was more worried about the bill that's coming to me every month.
Yes. So we had people coming over for dinner last night. This is funny. And I get a text. They're meant to be there like in an hour and a half. They're like, we're just about to leave. We'll see you soon. I'm like, are you walking? Because it's across town. And my wife's like, I bet you they forgot to put their clocks back. And they didn't. Like, really? It's going to take you an hour and a half to drive what should be about 15 minutes. And so I'm like, I swear you're walking. No. And come to find out, yeah, they had forgot. I don't know how it's impossible. I mean, how do you forget?
Because your phone automatically does it. Do they not have cell phones?
Yes, but if you've got the manual stuff, like even your car, right?
It plays with your head. It plays with your head. Okay, so there was a poll done about 3 weeks ago, and only 12% of people supported the current clock changing system. A few years ago, the government was going to put a stop to it. I think there's always been rumor that the government is going to stop this nonsense of changing our clocks back and forth. And there's still rumor that it's going to happen. But over half of the people that were polled in this were like, no, we don't like it. Like, get rid of it. And even it's a bipartisan bill that's been presented that people, both sides support. We just can't seem to push it past to say we're done. And I was thinking, like, what is the main difference? I mean, I know that there's more daylight. Like, why do we even do it? And I asked
you don't get more daylight. The daylight's exactly the same. It's not like you can slow the sun down. It's not like they expand the sunshine.
Well, because the time changes in the day, we get more daytime daylight hours, right?
No, we don't. That's funny.
Okay, the main difference I looked it up. Let me read this. The main difference is that daylight saving time, DST, shifts clocks forward 1 hour to allow more daylight in the evening during the warmer months, while standard time is the default time that clocks return to, which is 1 hour behind daylight saving time. And during daylight saving time, the sun sets later in the evening, and during standard time, it gets darker earlier in the winter.
Sounds like a riddle, doesn't it? Yeah.
Kind of.
So here's the cool, here's why I do like it. Up here, the sun doesn't go down until 9:17 in the middle on the longest day of the year. I think that's really cool. That is right. But if you didn't do that, well, that's normal. But what I do like about it now is if you go out early in the morning and you see all the little kids waiting for the bus to go to school, it's pitch black. At least now it is
gear on.
Yeah, but at least it's a bit more sunny now. I feel bad for those kids. My kids do the same thing. They're like sitting there, freezing cold. It's dark. At least it's a bit more light that early in the morning.
Earlier in the morning, you mean now?
Yeah, now.
I don't think so. I like it the other way. I'd rather stick to what we had and have that be how we live.
So the little kids are standing there in the dark.
No, the little kids would be standing. Oh, see, this is how we should have it. Like it should be standard time.
We were in standard time. I think that's what I was told. God, I hope people are.
No, daylight saving time shifts the clocks forward 1 hour. That's daylight saving time.
So this is standard. I see. Yes, I see.
We're in standard time right now. So you want to be in standard time at all times.
All time.
That means that we're never going to get late sunsets here. Is that right? Do I have that right? Yeah, yes, I have that right.
That would be correct. Then the sun would go down at 8:17.
Okay, I don't like it. I'm done with this. Okay, Ken, it's November, or better known as MOvember. So tell me what you want. You said I want to talk about MOvember. Well, it's an Aussie thing.
I'm halfway there, right, with my little goatee. I've never done it. I know it's like a man's health awareness. People raise money for health and fitness and mental health, particularly. So maybe I'm just a bad citizen that has never done it. I think it's cool that it's at least, the awareness around men and their health, because, we got some complications going on sometimes. But yeah, I've never done it. I hope you never do it, because that would probably not be attractive. I'm just gonna call you out on that.
Thank you. But what I don't understand is how it works, right? You're supposed to grow your mustache out, right? That's the whole point. Grow your mustache out.
And a beard.
How does it raise money, though?
There you've lost me. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm sure listeners, if you could have a dial-in show right now, I'm sure people would know that. As a matter of fact, maybe we should have them tell us that on the Facebook. Tell us about the baseball, and then tell us about daylight saving.
We don't. I'm just glad it's. You know what? If nothing else, it's raising awareness about men's health. Go get your prostate checked. Go get your gonads checked. The whole thing. Go get everything checked. I'm glad you're enjoying the music so much. All right, we're at the question of the day. Which we posed on Friday. If you could delete one song from existence so no one ever had to hear it again, what would it be? This was asked on the internet before, and one of the most popular answers was "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey, which is such a shame. I really like that song. My daughter, Macy, my youngest daughter, was like, she came running in. She didn't know we had posed this question. She came running in. She's like, "Mom, Mariah Carey is officially unfrozen." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "Well, because, after the holiday season, it's like Mariah Carey gets frozen. No one plays her songs anymore. It's just this one song during this one time of year." And Mariah Carey capitalizes on it. She even put out a video that's going viral, of course, because it's Mariah Carey unfreezing herself. Have you seen it? Do you even know what I'm talking about?
I don't, but I did find out a couple of years ago how much money she makes in royalties during December.
Oh, I'm sure a crap ton.
It is. Let's just say I'm sure she doesn't have to work anymore. It's so much money in that 1 month.
Well, she does whatever she can to capitalize on it, as she should. The other song that came up a lot was the 1877 Cars for Kids, the jingle. You know what I'm talking about? 1877 Cars for Kids.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So here are some of the answers. Ken, we'll share some of them. Gina said "Man Eater" by Hall & Oates. Bill said the Chipmunks Christmas song. Amy said Bohemian Rhapsody, and Lisa said Brick House, which I can't even believe.
Brick House. I mean, I know this is everybody's opinion, and we're not here to fight against their opinion, but seriously, Bohemian Rhapsody. Sharon threw in Money. Which,
Moni.
What's that? Am I saying the wrong song? Am I thinking the wrong song?
Moni.
I'm gonna have you probably stick to your day job. Erin says every song by CCR. This is pretty funny. Hotel California was thrown in by Lisa.
I mean, come on, that's an epic Eagles song.
Whose song? Oh, Eagles. I thought you said Beatles. I was like, wow.
Eagles song.
Eagles,
yeah.
not Beatles. Eagles.
Amy had a whole story. The first song that comes to mind is the Mickey Mouse version of "Celebrate." When I was in college, I worked at the Disney store, and that used to be at Westlake, and the song was on loop every 45 minutes. Oh, God. Okay.
That would drive me crazy.
Becky and Anita said "We Built the City." I don't like that song either.
Really?
Who's that by? Who is that by?
Yeah, it's about San Francisco, I think.
I don't like it. Thomas said "Two Princes" by Spin Doctors.
Yeah, I get that. Although, how often do you hear it?
And Laurel Silver's song, "The Chicken Dance."
Yeah, what is that song? I don't know the song.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like at every other wedding.
Yes.
It's a Small World. I thought was funny. Now I've sung that. One bar of that. People are going to remember.
Yep.
Christmas in the Northwest. I don't know what is that, but that Anne sent in. I don't know Christmas in the North.
I actually really love that song. I don't want to sing it because I'm not a good singer, but I actually really like that. Christmas in the Northwest is a gift that we can share. You should look it up. There's a lot of Christmas songs on this list.
There are a lot of Christmas songs.
Jan said Feliz Navidad. I'm like, come on.
Yes. What about I'm too sexy for my I'm too sexy.
That's a good one.
Baby Shark. What's Baby Shark?
Baby Shark. Do, 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 do.
Oh,
Baby
yes,
Shark.
yes.
Do, 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 do. That was Eric said that. Kim said Imagine by John Lennon. Let's see. Eric said Dixie's Midnight Runners. That god-awful song by Dixie's Midnight Runners. I don't know what that one is. Marilyn said American Pie, which seems like kind of you shouldn't even say that really, but I kind of agree.
Oh, okay. Isn't that the one on the levee? You push the tar to the levee and the levee and the
Chevy to the levee till the levee
and the Chevy. That's right. Then Born in the USA. Now that is, I would say that's a pretty controversial push right there to get rid of Born in the USA.
That was Paul that said that, right?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay. Let's see. YMCA. Suzanne said that one. So Sandy said "Hello" by Adele. Mitch said "Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time." Ken Carson said "Total Eclipse of the Heart." Are you kidding me? That was one of my first 45s when I was younger at Slumber Party. I won it.
Oh.
At one of the games. Rico Suave said Brad Victor. I couldn't even believe how many people responded to this prompt that I posed.
Obviously, you got him going. I saw somebody threw in YMCA.
Ugh.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, I like it. Yeah, here we go.
Do you have a song in there?
Have I got a song in there? I mean, I agree with some of the people that had some of the songs. I think probably "We Built This City." Maybe I've kind of always hated that one.
Okay.
What was yours?
It's not on that list.
What is it?
People are going to hate me for saying this, and I do have it's a love-hate relationship. I will send this up first. Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. Great EDM track, great dance track, fantastic. But the way that she has to shove in abracadabra in the second stanza, where it's off of the notes, so I'm getting geeky. It's like, remember Love Actually, the opening to Love Actually, where the guy has it's crass to have to put in the word Christmas because there's one too many syllables. That's what happens in abracadabra. Now that I've said that, people are going to go, oh, wow, that really is true. It's the second time she sings abracadabra. It's like, it's too many syllables. So they shove it into the bar before, and it annoys the crap out of me. Anyway, go back.
So I had never heard that song before until you and I talked about it we were talking about the show on Friday, and I asked you this question. I actually forgot about this. And then I went to my Halloween event where I was doing a puzzle, and we were listening to music, and that song came on. I'm like, hey, now I know this song. I like it.
It's a great track. It's a great track. The odd part for me is that I never, ever, ever listen to the lyrics. So that's how bad this is, that this thing's popped out in my face and just inside my head.
You're really worked up about it. I'm going to replay our little transition music. Okay, I was reading this story, and of course it was, went viral on TikTok. So I was reading about it. I'm like, holy crap, I didn't know this. The internet is the headline was the internet is stunned to find out that car sunroofs have these particular things. So there's a woman on TikTok. Her name is, I think it's Isa, is going viral for showing how the roof of her car was leaking. It was a Subaru. It has a sunroof, and the damage was caused by an overflowing sunroof drain, which needs to be cleaned out. Did you know that sunroofs have drains? Ken Grant.
My sunroof doesn't have a drain. It's just a sunroof.
Are you sure? Are you sure it doesn't
have
a drain?
Because I clean it all. I mean, I wash up there all the time. So
here's what she said. She's like, so was someone going to tell me that you have a sunroof and there's a sunroof drain and you regularly check it and you could potentially flood the interior of your car? Because no one told me that. That's what happened. It started leaking, and she has like a whole, she showed her car. It has like this whole leaking spot on the interior that leaked down and the water started dripping. Here's the thing. Sunroofs do have drains, but generally don't require any regular maintenance. They automatically channel the water away. But if you do any off-road driving or roads with loose dirt and gravel, they will get plugged up. Or even if you're parked under trees and stuff, they can get clogged.
Well, does your new Party Pilot have a little seam like this?
I don't know. I'm going to check though, because I didn't read this story until this morning, and I'm like, okay, I guess I need to check this out.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, mine does not. It is completely flat. It is like all one. I mean, when you look at it, it goes from roof to window. There is no. I mean, it has a little seal around it, but that's very different to what she's talking about.
What do you mean roof to window? I don't get that.
It's the perfect seal. There is no trough. There is no, venting as she's talking about. It's just.
Do you see how some sunroofs would have a vent?
Oh yeah, all the cars. Sure. Yeah. You want to know a really bad story?
Yeah.
Now you brought this up. I'll tell you the worst thing that is much worse than what this girl went through. If you know the Land Rover from I don't know, this would be like a mid-90s Land Rover. They were around for a long time with the roof that goes up a little bit at the back, and there's little side windows and stuff. Those had 2 sunroofs in them. I'm downtown Seattle one time. No, excuse me. No, that's not true. I'm living in Seattle, and if anybody knows anything about Seattle, it rains. I won't say how much.
Yeah.
It was shocking, right? It rains, particularly early last Saturday. And I forgot to close the sunroofs.
Oh, well, I mean, you're going to have problems if you forget to close your sunroof in Seattle.
It was so bad. I had an ad agency downtown, and I'm driving downtown. It was so wet, and the car worked, but some water got into the horn. So I'm going downtown Seattle, and the horn it's going off. And if you saw Little Miss Sunshine, that's not a funny scene anymore, because that gave me some PTSD. The horn just kept on on and off, and people are looking at me like I'm like some rude SOB, and I'm like, I can't. And I finally figured out I had to stop and unplug the the lead outer. So yes, this girl thinks she's got some problems. So you should always close your sunroofs. That's the takeaway.
That's the thing. It sounded like she was taking care of her car and closing the sunroof.
Yes, which is
it
more
turns out she didn't know about the drain because it was clogged with like tree debris for her.
Yes, tree debris.
All right. Oh dear, Ken.
That's my kind of track. You could have left that one on.
You should really watch this on YouTube if you're not watching, because Ken Grant has got all the dance moves. All right, Ken, this is the time in the program. We're going a little long today. I know that people are used to a 30 to 40-minute podcast. It's going to be longer today because Ken has a lot of things to say.
Oh,
very wordy today.
Oh,
Ken, what do you have for us? Pet peeves you have in real estate? Like, why are you so pet peevy?
Oh, I'll give you one. I'll give you just one, and I want everyone.
You said pet peeves, like you said. I have pet peeves, plural. I want more than one.
It's one that sort of pushes out into other things. Right. I hope that everybody will stop what they're doing. If you're driving your car, listen to this. Pull over your car and listen very closely to my words of wisdom. I swear, people that go to sell their house, this happens all the time. This has become my number one, and I bet you it remains my number one pet peeve.
Okay.
You go to get your house ready to sell. Oh, I better put the new roof on. Oh, I better get that deck done. Oh, I better beautify this thing. Oh, I got to redo. Why not do all that stuff now so that you get to enjoy the house to its maximum? I sold a house earlier this year. It was like $2 million. They put 30 grand into preparing this house. The guy, the husband's like, man, I should have done this deck years ago because this is a really nice. Excuse me, I lied. Excuse me. They put $100,000 in. It was a $30,000 deck. They put $100,000 into getting that house. We got that house ready to sell. $100,000.
What did they have to do to their house? $30,000 deck. What's the other 70 grand?
Oh, they did carpet, the new floors. They did all the things that they did. They could have done in the time that they lived there, right? So that you would get the enjoyment out of it versus, oh, I better get this thing ready because then somebody else enjoys it. That bugs the heck out of me. Like, do it for your enjoyment, not the next person's enjoyment. It's your new roof. It's your new deck. Enjoy your family and friends on that deck, not the month before. Because the interesting trick is, you're going to have to spend that money anyway. You know that roof of yours is bad. You know all these things because you're not going to put your house in the market like a piece of turd, right? You need it to be the very best because you want the most money out of it, right? That's literally the point. What I'm saying though is to do it now if you can. Listen, people are like, oh, I can't afford it. At some point, you're going to have to afford it because you either do it now or you do it at the last second. So
why do you think people put it off, though? There's got to be people do it all the time. You see it time and time again in real estate.
Insane.
What's the why not?
Because I'll never sell. That's one of the big ones. Oh, it'll be forever since when I sell. Then something happens in your life and something goes sideways and you're like, oh, I better sell. And all of a sudden in the last month, you're spending so much money to get that house. That's what I'm saying, that if you could amortize that backwards and go, you know what? I should get that roof now. I should get that deck. I should get that thing because then I will enjoy it as the homeowner, not the enjoyment of the next homeowner. Anyway, you can see why that gets me lit up. It's just so, because you're going to have to spend the money. So you might as well spend it now versus later. Anyway,
I like where it's coming from. Like, you have such a good heart. You want people to be living their best life right now versus,
yes,
like, you spend all this money and you see how great your house could have been, and now you're getting rid of it.
Yes. And then this is the kicker. This is so funny. Even my wife went through this in the last house we sold. Bring the photographer in. I swear, half the time the photographer is better than the realtor because you're like, whoa, that is a magnificent house. Wait, is that my house? Right? And then all of a sudden it's so transformed. You're like, oh, I should have kept the house. Until sometimes you go there and that's why the photographer is better than the realtor.
Because you have to declutter your house in order to, right? And so then when it looks all clean and decluttered, it's like, oh my God, I feel totally different in this space right now.
Breath of fresh air. Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's my pet peeve. Thank you for letting me go on. Now I'm going to need to take a Valium.
Okay, wait. I want one more thing that's not a pet peeve, and I'm putting you on the spot. What is your number one recommendation? What do we want? What would people want to know if you're going to sell your house?
Oh, well, there's the obvious one, which is curb appeal, right? I'm going to drive by that thing. I'm going to see if it looks good. Although that's changing. The internet has really changed. Even open houses are really changing, because I can do all that. If I'm just a buyer, I can do all that research online, right? I can, I mean, I do all videos, so you can just watch all these videos, all the photos. You don't get a sense for it, but there's so much that you can do up front. So I'd still always stick with curb appeal, because that's still most important. What was your question?
What's the
most?
number one like helpful hint or
Oh
recommendation
yeah, I'll give you.
Wow.
I'll give you a super pro tip. A lot of people are like, oh, maybe I should redo such and such and such and such. The thing there's a real fine line between, should I change out fill in the blank versus I'll leave it the way it is, because the next people are probably going to want to change it anyway.
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. What I will say, though, if you've got pink and blue and purple walls, don't do that. Make them all white or taupe or all beige, my least favorite color in the world.
So they have a clean canvas.
Clean canvas, right? And I will tell you the last pro tip. If your realtor says, or your stager says, let's get rid of 90% of your stuff, listen to them. Please listen to them, because we've got a really good eye. We know what that photo needs to pop. And what happens is, like, well, my sofa is fantastic. The people coming through don't give a hoot about your sofa, right? They give a hoot about what their sofa would look like. So the least amount of stuff that you got on the floor, it still needs to be staged, right? That's important. But clutter, everything. Less is more in this case. And then all of a sudden, then I can put my imagination into that place as a buyer.
Wouldn't you say less is more in life in general, except with money?
Yeah. Hair, apparently in my case, less is more. Weight loss, that's its own show. Well, let's talk about less is more.
Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you, Ken.
Thanks for having me today. It's been a pleasure.
No, we're not done yet. We're not done yet.
Peace out. Bye.
Wait, we have one more thing. I wanted to bring this up because I saw it and I'm like, okay, you kind of hear all this stuff all the time, but I thought this is based on someone who's a Harvard professor in neuroscience and a happiness expert. His name is Arthur Brooks, and he says, I have this 6-step morning routine that has been researched by science. I have tried it. It works, and maybe you want to try it yourself. So it's a 6-step morning routine that you can do that he says will make you happier.
Did we lose you, Jen? You froze on the word happier.
Oh, okay. Well, we're back now. That will make you happier, more focused, more creative. Are you ready for it? Your 6 steps. Okay, here we go. Wake up before dawn is number 1. Rising before the sun, he said his example was about 4:30 in the morning, gives you a neuroscientific and psychological advantage because you've kind of won the day. It's tied to the idea of the ancient Indian Brahma, how would you say that word? Muhutra?
Yeah.
It's creator's time concept, which emphasizes early morning as especially productive. And research shows that you'll have a better creativity, focus, and mood if you wake up early. Move your body right away. Do an hour-ish of exercise. It can be, if you're a beginner, just walk. If you're more experienced, lift some weights. Do some resistance training. Then get metaphysical. Have some reflective time. My therapist keeps telling me I need a little bit more of this in my life. Be reflective, Jen. Be a little more reflective. Gain some perspective. Zoom out a little bit. So that was number 3. Number 4, delay the coffee instead of immediately grabbing caffeine. He says, wait about an hour or 2 hours after waking up before you drink coffee, because early caffeine can blunt the natural alertness surge and you become less effective. That your focus is less effective. Eat a high protein breakfast is number 5. And then number 6 is enter a workflow state for work. So for 4 hours, you block out of time of high focus, high creativity work, avoiding the phone, social media, all the distractions. And he claims that you'll be able to do more in 4 hours than you used to be able to do in 2 days if you follow this protocol. The idea of it is the first part of the workday is sacred for meaningful, deep outputs. So you need to preserve it. What do you think about that?
I agree with all of it. We are trained. We have so much training at Windermere. They train us on this all the time. Exactly this concept. All the time. Get that morning routine going. Go to the gym. Do some meditation. They say that's the first. They call it 20-20-20. So get up early. Do just sort of get your brain going, and then go to the gym, and then meditate, or do what do you call it? Journaling. And then I would add one more to this. If you remember a couple of years ago, there was the army dude who, that video was going viral around Instagram that you got to make your bed.
Oh,
and making the bed, I swear to it is the greatest thing, because it makes you have to be organized. Now I'm ready for the day, and I'll throw in another one. Now I'm ready for the day. The second thing is, if you work from home, which a lot of people do now, get dressed.
Yes. Like do the things. Like I get dressed, I put on my makeup. Like I have to, like a shift in like, okay, I'm done with my morning routine, and now I'm going to start my work day. And this is what I do to do my work day.
Yep. But I agree with all. Do you agree with all of these, Jen?
I do. I wish I practiced them. I really will take this to heart. Do you practice all these?
I don't do coffee, but I do tea. I do really high protein breakfasts. I mean, I'm in the office by 8:30 every day.
And you work out every morning?
Yeah.
Good for you, Ken Grant.
If I don't, I shift. I didn't this morning because, we had to prep early, but I will today. But yeah, every morning, we built a gym in our house like most people did during COVID. So I have the gym. I have my bike. So yeah. Yeah, I like it. But that bed thing that guy was talking about, so ridiculously important, because it literally, as you just said, it's the demarcation between, well, I'm done with that and I'm moving on with my day. But
and
to come back to messy bed.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Even at night, it makes a huge difference. Like you get into a nice, like made bed is like, it does something mentally for you. Instead of getting it.
We're trained that it takes 66 days, and I'm sure people listening, they know this too, and maybe you do too, that it takes 66 days to do that exact thing to create a habit.
Yeah, I used to not, and now I do, and I am so glad that I do. It's a game changer.
Yep, good for you. Really good.
That's a really great one. Thank you, Ken. We're not done yet. We have one more thing. All right, we have our question of the day. Thank you for sticking with us. If you've made it this long, this is a long-ass podcast. Long-ass podcast for us. Thank you for sticking around. Our question of the day, I like this one because I used to be in this business. I used to have to fulfill hospitality riders for celebrities. So the question is, if you pretend you're a big celebrity, what are 2 things that would be on your hospitality rider? And what a hospitality rider is a document that is included in a performer's contract that outlines their specific requests for comfort during a tour or live event, such as food, beverage, backstage amenities. Like, like certain people wanted, I need 3 white towels. I want to make sure I have M&Ms. One person's like, I want a cutting board, a knife, fresh ginger, lemon, and throat coat tea. So it could be anything. So what are your 2 things that are going to be on your hospitality rider? Ken Grant, do you want to answer that?
I'd want a limousine to get to whatever it is, so I didn't have to worry about traffic. I did think of something else. A cup of tea with stevia in it all the time. Constantly a cup of tea with stevia in it.
Okay, that's nice.
And what about you? I can imagine you want brown M&Ms. No.
I don't know what I would want.
Sushi.
No, I wouldn't want to have sushi every time. Oh. I think that, if I have to blow my nose, I really like Kleenex with lotion in it. Kleenex lotion.
I thought you were going to say you'd want somebody there to do it for you. I was like, no, that is a rider.
No, I don't know what. I don't know what else it would be. I'm going to give some thought to that, and we'll cover that question on Wednesday when Curt Cruz is back. I'll post it on Facebook on Curt and Jen in the morning and on Jen Pirak's Facebook page. So make sure you answer that. I can't wait to see what people say. Ken Grant, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure.
I hope you had a good time, and I hope your friends and family back in Australia take a listen, take a watch to this podcast. I'm going to play our little going out song here. We appreciate you joining us. Make sure you like, follow, comment, subscribe. All of it's free. We don't make any money off of this thing. Thanks again, Ken. Curt will be back on Wednesday, like I mentioned. Make good choices, find joy, spread kindness, and laugh because it's good for the soul. Have a good one, everybody. Bye, Ken.
See ya.